on the events to mark that ceremony and that 80th anniversary on breakfast tomorrow morning from 8:30. Right, the race is on to try and complete a new film challenging the way we think about the refugee crisis. How to Be Human turns the tables, telling the story as if it were British citizens being forced to flee their homes. Well, there is an award-winning cast and crew on board, but the team need extra funding if the movie is to be ready in time for next year's Sci-Fi London Film Festival. Louise Salter is the producer and joins us now. Lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in. I've kind of given away the main gist of the film there, but just talk us a little bit more about the synopsis and why you wanted to make this film.
Well, I'll start by answering why I wanted to make the film. I was frustrated by how the media were representing the refugee crisis, and I felt that they were sort of dehumanising and desensitising the human beings behind the headlines. And I wanted to make a film to challenge that perspective and show that it doesn't matter what your status is, whether you're a refugee or you're not, it's about being a human and treating others as if they are humans, because that's what they are.
Well, I mean, we'll have all had those conversations about what's going on, and the images, the striking images we often see, you know, do bring it home. Did you find some people felt like it shouldn't be our problem?
I think so, and I think there's a lot of blame and responsibility that's being pushed around because nobody really quite knows the answer to the situation that we're in. But I think, and what I hope to show in this film, is that there's a bigger thing here, there's a bigger message that it really doesn't matter, you know, what your opinion is, whether you voted Brexit or you wanted to remain. It doesn't matter, because we're all human beings, and that should be underlying everything that in every decision that we make. Yes. And in every choice that we make.
And should you make that target and get the film out there, people will see British people taking that journey, but they'll be going the other way, so they'll be crossing the channel.
Yes.
That's right.
Exactly. I wanted to put not just British people, but other people that aren't in that situation. I wanted to show the alternative perspective, that it actually could be any of us. It could be you, it could be me. You know, nobody chooses to be in the refugee situation. So this film is one way of doing that. So yeah, we reversed the situation. So we see the characters, the two main sisters, go from London to Dover and then onwards to survival. And as we follow them, we see what it would be like, ever so slightly, to be a refugee.
Now, you've got some incredible names involved in this, and it's probably too short a time to name-check them all, but give us a sense of the sorts of people working on it, both in front of the camera and behind the camera, because there's some real big names. Yeah,
well, we're very fortunate that this message, and the message of the film, has really caught on, and people have believed so much in the project. From the writer, Darren Rapier, who's worked on with BBC, Bruno Centofanti, the director, he's worked with the Sunday Times, Sophie Kennedy-Clark, she's BAFTA-winning for her role in Philomena with Judi Dench. God, there's so many to mention. Louis Savvy, the founder and director of Sci-Fi London, is supporting this film and really championing it. So I'm very grateful for all of the support.
But all those big names, you still need more help. You need financial support to get this out, which you'd imagine is disappointing given the stellar category of people involved.
Yes, it is, and we are running a crowdfunding campaign, and we have 3 days remaining to raise £3,000. So far we've got 7,000, and that's all been through people just donating what they can. Every contribution has really helped sort of push us that much closer to the end goal. But yeah, we have 3 days left, and if we can do that, then we have Mark Hutchins on board. Mark's worked on Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men, and we're lucky enough to have him as our VFX supervisor, which is our visual effects, which means that we can make this world as believable as we know it can be, and that's what the money will go towards. So it will enable us to complete the film and get it out there and get the message shared.
OK, well, we wish you luck. It sounds like a very interesting project. Thank you for bringing it to our attention, Louise. For now, keep us posted. Let us know how you get on. 3 days left there to raise that money. If it goes successfully, hopefully the film will be premiered at the Sci-Fi London Film Festival next year. We'll keep across that story for you. Stay with us, still to come.